Very well, ladies and gentlemen. So, in this episode, we have a detailed report regarding Serge Gnabry. As you can see, the image. Of course, we're going to talk about him very soon. Also, we're going to talk about the previous comments about Serge Gnabry regarding Mikel Arteta. Not just only that, we're also going to talk about Lucas Torreira. We're also going to talk about Nicolas Pepe, how he is an option for Paris Saint-Germain. We have an update about that as well. So, of course, Gabriel Jesus is on the there is talks about Gabriel Jesus, but more importantly, we're going to talk about Eddie Nketiah, ladies and gentlemen, as well in this episode. So, if we give Eddie Nketiah a new contract, does that hamper Arsenal's chances of getting two more strikers, which was the original plan? We have an update, and it's a very solid update for you guys. So stay tuned. If you seek daily Arsenal content, best place to be, consider subscribing. Goddammit! So the first news is. In March 2022 to Amazon, Serge Gnabry was asked if he still watches Arsenal. He says, if possible, I'm watching the games because I still carry the gun in my heart. Of course, I'm happy when Arsenal is playing well and win, especially now while Arsenal is coming back stronger. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, people believe Serge Gnabry is still watching Arsenal games and wants Arsenal to... Well, of course, ex-players would want to do that, but hey, Arsenal are a big club. Serge Gnabry's previous comments with chunks that he said as well. So, yes, nostalgia emergent, am I? So, Michael Bridge, who is a Sky Sport reporter, he says that Gabriel Jesus has been told by Edu that he will be Arsenal's number 9. I'd imagine City will entertain the likes of Tottenham being involved in a bit of a bidding war. Arsenal would stress that Jesus would be a central part. So, it won't be Kane. Well, if Tottenham is in, they're definitely going to talk about Harry Kane and then Jesus if they're going to pitch any sort of a project to Gabriel Jesus. But if he comes to Arsenal, the whole strategy is different. So, would make things different. But moving on, according to Fabrizio Romano, Eddie Nketiah is set to sign a 5-year deal until 2027 with Arsenal. The club wanted Nketiah to stay at all costs, and the striker believes that he belongs here and he's not moving anywhere. So Eddie Nketiah is about to sign a new contract, ladies and gentlemen, and that is what we have for you guys. So let me know what you guys think about it. 5-year contract for Eddie Nketiah. Is it okay? Is it right? Let me know. So Nicolas Pepe has been offered to Paris Saint-Germain. That's according to Hadrien Grenier, which is looking for a successor to Angel Di Maria. Ousmane Dembele is actually his priority, but Luis Campos remains attentive to the situation of Nicolas Pepe. It was Luis Campos who brought Nicolas Pepe to Lille, and he's also another player who's on the radar as well. But however, there was reports that he's going to Paris Saint-Germain. So his agent, Luis Ferrer's agency, went to Twitter to deny all those reports. They said that they tweeted out that our player Nicolas Pepe has never been offered to Paris Saint-Germain. So another hoax, another false news. Moving on, so a meeting was held today between the Fiorentina administration regarding the contract with Torreira. Yesterday there were contacts between the administration and the players' agents. The player's position is still fixed, which is to move to Fiorentina. In front of Fiorentina until the 31st of this month, only to pay 15 million euros. So, ladies and gentlemen, 31st of May, Fiorentina have 3 days to decide whether they could get Lucas Torreira for 15 million euros. If they don't pay up, they'd have to pay more. This is the option that they need to take. No bargaining in terms of wages from the players' agents, and no bargaining entertained by Arsenal as well. Moving on, so what do we know about the whole Gnabry to Arsenal, or is he moving out of Bayern? So Bild report that number one, Bayern are disappointed in Gnabry that he's not signing a new deal. His departure is more likely to happen. Bayern are no longer willing to offer him an improved deal because I think they've reached an impasse. Bayern want to avoid losing him on a free at all costs. Madrid could benefit. Bayern asking 40 million euros. 40 million euros. I don't think so. That's the cheapest that you could go for Serge Gnabry, man. Moving on, so did you know that Arsenal wanted to sign Alexander Zinchenko in 2016, but that did not happen. That's what we know. But Moving on, so Charles Watts on his YouTube channel has actually opened up about Arsenal's plans. He says, "I still think there is a very good chance Arsenal go out and sign two forwards. There is going to be lots of demands on the squad. Certainly, a lot of more demands that were on the squad this season because of those extra games in the Europa League and things like that. So I still think there is a very good chance they'll go out and sign two." Would make a lot of sense if Arsenal go and sign two strikers, but let's talk about Gabriel Jesus, ladies and gentlemen, because why not? So, Paul Mason says that Arsenal should go and get Gabriel Jesus. He says Jesus would be a good fit. He's only 25, but he ticks the boxes because he scores goals. Arteta knows him and he has experience of winning trophies with City. It's all right having young players, but the problem is 1 minute they are up high and next minute they are down low. They can't play well every week. It's impossible. That comes with age, so they need to be helped along. And Arsenal don't have the quality, experienced leaders to do that. This is a hard league and they get targeted as well. Teams tell players to pick Bukayo Saka up now because they know he's a big danger man. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, Jesus should be signed by Arsenal, and we're not even joking. So, Serge Gnabry, Jesus, I mean that would be a very statement window. But a player linked to Arsenal, Manor Solomon, well, a deal was fixed for him to be signed by Fulham. Apparently that deal is collapsed. Yes, it's been updated by Fabrizio Romano that Solomon's deal with Fulham is collapsed. There are other clubs now working to sign him from Shakhtar, including Torino. Solomon will make a decision on his future club soon. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, from Donetsk, he's going to move. Where? Well, we don't know where, but yes, he's going to move and how. Moving on, Edu Gaspar actually featured in a community game between an all-star squad against Middlesex League side AEK London FC. Apparently, people wanted to ask him about the transfers, to which he said, "We're not talking about transfers today." Well, apparently we're not. Florian Plettenberg says that about Gnabry. He says that he's on the list of Real Madrid as reported weeks ago. They are interested, but it's far away of being concrete. No offer, no negotiations between the clubs. It is still said that the chances of his extensions are 50-50. My feeling, he will leave Bayern. Florian Plettenberg has actually given a lot of great updates from Bundesliga. So he's saying that his verdict is Gnabry is leaving Bayern. Well, it shows, I mean, you don't stall Bayern unless you're fed up of the league. So if they're not fed up of the league, I think that would make a lot of sense. But I think Gnabry is looking for a new challenge, and him teasing Arsenal for a very long time, that's really interesting in my opinion. So Serge Gnabry to Arsenal is a possibility, but Arsenal need to go all out to get him. Will they? Only time will tell. So with this, I'd like to end this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you see Daily Arsenal content, best place to be, consider subscribing. I will see you in the next one. Until then, cheers.